In an ever-increasingly burdened child welfare system, children in the United States are often not given the opportunity they deserve, or even a fair chance. This lack of a voice for the children shows itself when those responsible for the child are not fit or unwilling to act in the child's best interest. I'm qualified to talk about this issue because I care deeply about the lives of children, and I'm especially empathetic for children who have suffered neglect and abuse. This passion has prompted me to do a lot of research on the issue and possible corrective action. I believe that everyone should care about this issue because our children are truly our future. It's important for both of our futures to be secured. In my time today, I will discuss the issues facing abused and neglected children and how an organization like CASA can help solve these issues. To start things off, I would like to talk about some of the problems neglected and abused children face. There are many issues surrounding child maltreatment. Did you know that childhood maltreatment can be linked to later physical, psychological, and behavioral consequences, as well as costs to society as a whole? Abuse or neglect can stunt physical development of a child's brain and lead to psychological problems, including low self-esteem, which can potentially lead to high-risk behaviors like substance abuse, according to Children's Rights. Child maltreatment is far too common, with 4.1 million reports involving more than 7.5 million children in the United States in 2017 alone, according to Children's Rights. Using that same data set, we see that 1,720 children's lives were taken from this world due to abuse and neglect. While many would consider child abuse to be the true evil, child neglect is a horrible problem in and of itself. Of the children who died from child maltreatment in 2017, 75.4% had been neglected. These issues can weigh heavily on a person, and I'm sure you'd like to hear how we can do our best to curb the effects of child maltreatment. There exists an organization dedicated to making sure the voices of children suffering maltreatment are heard. Court-appointed Special Advocates, or CASA, was founded in 1977 in Seattle, Washington. It operates at both the national and local levels. The National CASA Association, together with state and local member programs, supports and promotes court-appointed volunteer advocacy so every child who has experienced abuse or neglect can be safe, have a permanent home, and the opportunity to thrive, according to the CASA website. CASA assigns a dedicated advocate for neglected or abused children who will act in the child's best interest in court, school, and the community. These advocates are volunteers trained by CASA themselves and are sworn in by a judge. A CASA volunteer provides a judge with objective information about the child to help the court make an informed decision about that child's future. Each case is as unique as the child involved. The CASA volunteer will form an opinion as to what is in the best interest of the child and for their future, whether it's being reunified with their parents, living with relatives, or getting a permanent guardian or seeking adoption. CASA is volunteer-based, with volunteers typically spending 15 hours per month advocating for these children for a year minimum or until the case is closed. CASA's values of adaptability, collaboration, integrity, respect, equality, service, and stewardship reflect their benevolent business model. As CASA observes, we are committed to being responsive, respectful, honest, fair, and humane. Now that we know more about CASA and what they do, let's take a look at the benefits of their organization. There are numerous benefits to supporting CASA and many ways to get involved. The best way to get involved as a college student is to educate yourself on the issues maltreated children face and bring attention to the issues as best as you can. One way to help support CASA in this modern age would be through social media. Whether it's Facebook or Twitter, CASA has a presence online, and supporting their message on these venues could be extremely helpful in spreading awareness of both child maltreatment and the existence of CASA itself. Moreover, if you are older than 21, have a high school degree or equivalent, pass a background check, and participate in 40 hours of training, you could even become a CASA advocate yourself. Advocates work on behalf of maltreated children to give them a voice in settings like school and the courtroom. Now that we know some of the ways you can help out, let's finish up. CASA programs are the only volunteer organization directly connected to the court. Volunteers are appointed and sworn in by a judge to speak for a child who would otherwise not be heard. As adults come and go in the lives of abused and neglected children, these children desperately need one adult to stay with them for the length of their court case. Someone who develops knowledge of the child's particular needs and may prevent a child from falling through the cracks of the system. This is what a CASA volunteer does. Nobody wants a child to suffer, and no one wants a child to feel like they aren't being heard. I hope everyone who sees this considers supporting or joining CASA to help improve the lives and futures of children in our area and across the nation. Thank you.